Hello.
Good evening or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world.
Okay, first things first, lots of people are asking how you play. You play this at home. Do not put any of your answers in the chat. You use the chat just to talk to us or talk to your fellow players. All you need to do at home is get yourself a pen and paper at the ready and pretend you're watching a TV game show, only that we can actually talk to you guys.
As you've noticed, we've been basically spammed. I've spent the last 3 hours deleting and banning them, but they're just coming back. They're bots, so we're just trying to get rid of them as quickly as we can. Please do not click on anything with a link that is not this quiz. This quiz is a free quiz.
It is 100% free. There are no way to pay at all.
Yeah, if you want to help us, we have a PayPal tip jar, but that is the only thing. We do not put any credit card details anywhere.
Just don't click any link that's not from us.
Yeah.
No matter who the name is or what they look like. Do not click any links that are not from us.
You can see the countdown on the screen. We're at 9 minutes before we start the quiz. We always allow a 15-minute lead-in so that people can join the quiz on the various streams. Because there are so many people tonight, it's going to be tricky for us to respond to things, but we will do as many shout-outs as we possibly can. So Helen saying, me and Lucy are back.
Hello from Naomi in Cornwall on YouTube.
Also Helen and... I do apologise if I get pronounce your name wrong. Is it Aine Corrigan? Hi to you, and also to Claire.
Brojo on Twitch has just said, take your top off. That's a completely different stream, my friend. You have to go somewhere else for that one.
Sam and Layla are playing. So yeah, please do ignore all the spam that we're going to get in there. We're trying to remove it as quickly as we can. But
you can do it as well. If you right-click their name, you can actually go onto suspected spam, and you can do it on there as well. That'll really help.
Yes. Jennifer Lockwood, first timers. So just to excuse me, just to repeat that, you do not put your answers in the chat. You play this from home. It's all done on an honesty-based basis. And we do have a score grid for you. But as soon as you've put your scores in, please come out. With this volume of people, we're only allowed 100 people in the score sheet at any one time. So once you're in, please come out to allow other people to put their scores in. It doesn't matter. You don't have to put your scores in there. It is just for fun.
Yeah, it's completely optional.
We've had such fun putting this quiz together. It is from the first 2 films only because things are different in the book. So we're just going purely off the films.
We've got a shout out to Henry, who's 9 today, from Naomi. Shout out to you.
Hello, Henry.
Molly and Rose in Northern Ireland. I won't even try and pronounce that. I won't embarrass myself. Lots of comments on YouTube and on the Facebook. As I said, we will try and read all the many comments as we can, but there are over 500 of you at the moment, so it will be kind of hard for us to do. So once again, do not click any links at all, no matter who they are or what they're commenting from, unless it comes from Quiz Actually. Do not click any links. This quiz is 100% free. There is no cost to enter. They are just trying to get your money. You're all smart. I'm sure you understand that as well.
Scarlett May was 10 yesterday.
Happy birthday for you then.
What we've loved with our special quizzes, it's happened with our Doctor Who quizzes, and we think it will happen with the Harry Potter ones, is where the kids get one over on the adults because they know the answers and the adults are flummoxed.
Claire says, thanks for doing this. You're of course welcome. We're so happy to be doing this for you. Stephen, Carolyn, Emma and Charlie, first timers from Northern Ireland. A shout out to the Waring family on YouTube. And the Dumbledore and East Grenstead are saying hi. Happy 4th birthday to Paul Belcher. Happy birthday to you. Holly is 8 and a new Harry Potter fan. Fantastic. She's going to be the brains of the operation.
Brilliant.
Hello to Alice and Sophie Boyd, first timers. So once again, we'll reiterate, don't click any links, don't put any answers in the chat. You play at home and you can use the optional score sheet to put your answers in. I will pin it just for now for you. It will be on here. There we go. That's the one.
Right, people are saying they can't type in the score sheet. If you're in and you've put your team name in, please...
Carry on.
If you're in the score sheet, please come out so other people can now get in. As I say, it's limited to 100 people at any one time. So please drop out and come back later when you're putting your scores in. We will have, at the end, the score sheets up on the screen so you can see it that way.
Yeah, currently because there's lots of links being posted for spam, I can't actually post our link. If you do want to go to it, it's tinyurl.com /QA special scores. I can't post the link, unfortunately, because of all the spam that's been going through. I think they've disabled it, which is a good thing anyway. Birthday to Freya, who turned 15 yesterday, from Finn Webster on YouTube, big Harry Potter fan. Well, they go through. As I said, any links that you do see that are posted from anybody else other than Quiz Actually, please do report them for spam. That would be fantastic. So we're live in 4.5 minutes. This is just for everyone to get into the live chat so no one gets caught out.
Donna Potter is saying, can you say hi to Grace Ayer on YouTube?
Grace Air members.
Sorry. Hi to cousins, love Olivia Tomlin playing in Hampshire.
And Leah, who's 10 years old, first time player on Twitch.
Hi from Millie and her mummy, first time and very excited.
If you're on a mobile device without the Google Sheets app installed, that stopped me from typing into the sheet. So depending on your device, you may need to use a laptop. That's Kieran on YouTube. Yes, you will. It's a lot easier if you've got a Windows PC or you're using a traditional desktop.
Hi from May in Workington. Happy 8th birthday, Jessica.
I'm Henry Lynch and I love Harry Potter and I'm Team Lynch. There's Raquel Lynch on there. Wonderful. Rosina and Katie from Ireland. Happy birthday. Hello to you. Shout out to my friend Julia. She is an insane Harry Potter fan and would be so happy, says Mike. So shout out to Julia.
We also have got some other shout outs to do that people asked us earlier in the day what we'll do. We'll try to do what we can, but as you can see that the comments are just going mental on the chat, so we'll try and do our best with it.
Yeah. Hi to Lexi, who's crazy about Harry Potter. That's on Ruller Runs on YouTube. Wow. So again, if you can't get on the score sheet, you don't have to. It's completely optional. What?
OBS.
It's there. It's completely optional. It's not needed to win. There are no prizes for winning because that deters people from cheating, essentially. So you could just say you've got every question right, but you're only going to be lying to yourselves. So
I'm looking Fleur Dutton in Kurnow. Power to the small ones, indeed. With this quiz, we've sort of split it a little bit. We didn't want to make it overly hard, so there'll be some easier questions in for the occasional Potter fans. But we've also got some trickier ones for the real Potterheads. So we'll see how we do with that.
You're a Quizzed Harry. I've been ready and waiting for this quiz since we started in March. Long time fan. Ian, Sarah and Luke from Derby, says Sarah. We've got Tony Ball, first time here. Harvey, aged 8. Love Harry Potter and I'm very excited for the quiz. We're very excited for you, Harvey. Why so serious?
Oh, very good, Freya.
Very good. Yeah, so as we said, the quiz is completely free. Do not click any spam links by anybody other than Quiz Actually. Just don't click any links, essentially. Because of the amount of spam we've had, I can't post the link to our score sheet in the Facebook chat, but it is tinyurl.com/QA special scores. That's tinyurl.com/QA special scores. Is it a problem I only read the book, said Emily? I would think if you've read the books and not the movies, you've got more of an advantage than someone who's only read who's watched the movies and not read the books. But tonight is all about the films.
There are certain things that are different in the films to the books, so we're going off what's actually in Sorry, we're just getting messages through. Certain things that are different in the books to the films, so we're just going with what you see in the films.
Yes.
Shout out to the Turtlings from the step thingy.
Can you say hi to Freya and Evie from Merseyside? Hello, Freya and Evie. And a 16th birthday to Shah.
Michelle says that she's a big Potterhead.
Good stuff. As we said before, the quiz is completely free. If you do want to donate, it is up there in the top corner. It's paypal.me/quiz actually. No obligation whatsoever. If you do think the quiz is worth a couple of quid, then throw it our way. If not, just enjoy yourselves.
Farah saying she's 40-year-old and still mad about Harry Potter. And why not?
That would be a good question for you as well. Who is our youngest Potterhead and who is our oldest Potterhead? Put it in the comments.
Yeah, put it in the comments if you think you're going to be on the young and old ones. We've got 6 from Maisie and Harrison. 8th birthday for
Bridge
Patel. Kevin in France. Can I have a shout out to my husband Dan, who has looked after me so much the last few months? That's from Michelle Black.
Well, we've got 6. Baby sis is 4 years old, said Nathan. 9.
Ashley Smith, who must be one of our regulars, has put bacon is good for me. Bacon Gate already.
I'll put that there. We're about to start, so we'll do that. And I'll get the Spotify as our Martin, age 49. There we go. There we go. I'm going to pin that comment by Sarah as it is relevant on that as well.
Tia Williams, my grandpa just finished reading the books and he's 100. Well, good news for your granddad.
Fantastic. That might be well be the oldest one. Okay, I'm going to very quickly get that sorted so everything works out well. So as I said before, don't put any answers in the chat. I will put it on there as well. If you put any answers in the chat, you will be sent to Azkaban. So answers out of the chat, please.
Emily Nielsen, her grandpa is 102 and he's playing. We've got Violet, age 4. Hello, Violet. Okay. Oh, we got a birthday one there. Alex, if I can pop that back up. So
I'm just trying to get the thing on.
We're just doing a bit of technical stuff. Who've we got?
Okay, I'm going to pop us there for just a second. That's why it was there. The cheeky little thing. Are we keeping that on or not?
Yeah, we'll keep that on.
Okie dokie. Right. The moment you've all been waiting for. Let's kick it off.
We always start with an intro, but to get you started, on our Quiz Actually page...
We've got 60s and 70-year-olds played. Fantastic.
So on our Quiz Actually pages across social media, we keep putting factoids on every day. Just little weird and wonderful things that you might not know about. So do follow those and give us a like and a share. That would help us greatly. Okay, we're going to take us off screen because we're now going into the intro.
Here we go.
To play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. Smashing the glass and then a stupid argument. Something they said and because he didn't like it. Even though knows you, doesn't care cause he's barely even sober, doesn't know what you're doing, what you're saying, something's brewing in the air, you can feel it tonight, you're not alright, cause when he's broken and bleeding, he speaks without speaking, he says he'll fight to defeat them. Takes it to the street end until he's broken and bleeding. I speak but I'm speechless. It happens every weekend. Happens every weekend. Cause we like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor.
Here are tonight's rounds.
And as always, thanks to Rats for our intro music. Let's begin.
Okay, get rid of our background, otherwise I'll be distracted.
What we're really excited about is that we are seeing so many young viewers. It's great to see you all.
I think the youngest has been 2. I don't know if you can be a Potter fan at 2, but I would hazard that you're going to make them one either way. Okay, so the basic rules of the quiz. Every question is worth 2 points. That means that if we want a full name, you need the first name and the surname to get the full 2 points. And a half answer will get you 1 point, of course. Don't forget that the main focus of the quiz is from the films. They do not involve much from the books, so these are only from the films.
Okay. There we go again.
A bit more spam.
Yeah, we're getting a few hellos, which has just got lost with the spam, I'm afraid. We're going to ignore that and we're just going to go straight on to the questions. Ignore the spam. Don't do anything with them.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Any of our regulars, if you could actually report them, that would be great. Thank you very much.
If you could do your due diligence and report the possible spammers, that would be fantastic. Okay.
Slightly over on that one.
Doesn't matter. Right, round number 1 is a general knowledge potluck. And because it's a play on words, instead of it being a potluck round, it's a
Potter luck.
round.
We couldn't resist that one.
Okay.
Happy birthday to Matilda, still loving Harry Potter at 12. We're going to just leave off on the shout-outs for a moment while we get this round underway.
Okie dokie.
So we've got the first set of questions are on Philosopher's Stone, or Sorcerer's Stone as it's known in the US. And then we go on to Chamber of Secrets with the second set of second set of questions halfway through this round.
Yeah, so the first 5 are on the first film, the second 5 are on the second film. Okay.
So, question number 1. Now, you all know, and you were expecting this to be a question, I know, that the Dursleys live at 4 Privet Drive. But what I want to know is, in what Surrey town is Privet Drive? What we're going to do, we're going to give you all 10 questions. Then we're going to put a recap on the screen as well while we do a few shout-outs. So you get a bit of extra time in the recap, and then we come back with the answers. So we've given you time to chat with your teammates.
Stephanie Gooch says, no funny names tonight. No, I think that'd just be a bit misleading to people. So that's our names in case you want to know. All right, moving on. Question number 2. Number 2, what does Professor Snape teach in the first film? So what does Professor Snape teach in the first film? Ayla Hack, you put your answers on a sheet of paper in front of you. The chat on the YouTube and Facebook and Twitch is just for you to talk to all the rest of the players and talk to us. You play as you would play at home, basically. Put your answers down on a piece of paper. Yeah,
like you're playing a TV game show. When you're watching a TV game show, it's exactly the same as that. If you've got friends that you want to play with, join up with them on a social media chat app, and then you can actually confer together that way.
Yeah. This is all played just for fun, because there's no prizes, because otherwise it'd just be mental. Anyway.
Question number 3. Which house did the Sorting Hat place Susan Bones in? And again, this is from the film. So you got a 1 in 4 chance on that one.
Yeah. But I will remind you as well, if you put the answers in the chat, you will be sent to Azkaban. So make sure you do that as well.
I.e. banned.
I.e. banned, yes. We have a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old Potter fans here, plus 2 38-year-old big kids, the Robinsons, on Twitch.
Cheers, Charlie.
The spam links that are unreportable means that we've already disabled them. So they shouldn't be coming back again. But if you do see them, just do the 3 dots and just report them as spam.
Oh, this is a great comment. Helen Omerod, my child is a nerd. Haha.
Love it. Question number 5. Question number 5. What did Hagrid buy from an Irishman he met at the pub?
Question 4.
Number 4, that's what I said, sorry. That's what I meant. So what did Hagrid buy from an Irishman he met at the pub? My son 5 is doing much better than me so far, says Claire.
Really loving it.
Katie Clark says she can't type on the spreadsheet. Once you've got your team names on the spreadsheet, can you make sure you do fully leave the app, fully leave the website, and just make sure you're not in it at all? There's a maximum of about 100 people that can comment at any given time. So once you put your score in, if you could just pop yourselves out really quickly, that'd be really fantastic.
Cheers, Charlie. We'll take note of that.
The Davies says, I'm 10. Can I have a shout out? Of course you can.
That was Harley Davis. What a cracking name.
Yeah, it's almost like a motorcycle.
It's a really great name. Okay, question 5. Caput Draconis is what?
So Caput Draconis. The chat has slowed down a bit, so I think everyone's getting their answers down, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. Or joining with friends. Pulling their friends into the quiz as well for extra help.
Indeed.
Again, there are no prizes, so it's all for fun. Because quite frankly, we don't know whether you're cheating or not, do we?
Yeah. That's the thing as well.
It's just for you to work out where you are.
Too hard for me. See you Monday, says Steve. Bye-bye.
See you, Steve. That's one of our normal quiz regulars.
That's good. I like that. So again, this round is going to ease you into the quiz. There are a couple of trickier ones in the quiz, but we want to make this as most accessible as we can to everybody.
Jocelyn's loving this quiz.
Fantastic.
Okay, now we move to the second film for Chamber of Secrets.
Indeed. So, number 6. So, we're on to the second film. Who was killed by the basilisk 50 years previously? So, who was killed by the basilisk 50 years previously? Shout out to the Hogwrights in Sussex.
Indeed. To James, he will be 10 in 2 weeks, and he's a huge Potter fan. That's from Charlotte Lucy.
Ella and Sophia, who are 5 and know more answers than their mum. That's from Peter Weathersley.
Good on you guys.
Leah, Zen and Tad, big Harry Potter fans.
Right, let's get on to 7. Otherwise we're famously overrun. Question 7. What is the name of the disreputable side street near Diagon Alley?
Ayla Hack says, are you guys Potterheads?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. We're not as big as some of you clearly are, but we like the films. But we just thought a quiz would be perfect for hardcore Potter fans. So there you go.
Yeah, we're when it comes to being nerdy, we're really big Doctor Who fans, which is why we're doing our Doctor Who fans once a month. Doctor Who quizzes once a month.
Can you say hi, Lara? Of course I can, Lara. Hi.
I love it. Potterhead arrives, says Lara.
Number 8. The sock off which foot does Harry put the book to free Dobby? So the sock off which foot does Harry put in the book to free Dobby? 50-50 question.
The shout-outs are going mad now. I can't get in there. Danielle, hello from... Oh, I have no idea on that pronunciation. Kai, I do apologise. Please say hello. And Ollie, keep... Please say hello to Ollie Keep. Sorry.
Please.
Please.
11th birthday to Molly from Scotland. Joe Bridgewood, age 6.
I'm loving all these birthdays.
Has the same birthday as Harry Potter. Fantastic.
Brilliant. Question number 9.
Second to last question.
Mr. Weasley asks Harry about the function of which Muggle item. This is when they're sat having breakfast at the Weasleys, and he throws in this spanner in the works and asks him, what is the function of... and mentions a well-known Muggle item. Hi to George and Rose, 7 and 10.
Isaac, who's 9 tomorrow and a huge Harry Potter fan. I feel like I'm on TV. I'm going to have someone's card in a second I'm going to pull up.
Hi to Laia and Sonny. I do apologise if we pronounce any of your names wrong, because we're speed reading these names.
Indeed. Once again, guys, I will remind you to keep your answers out of the chat. The chat is only for you to chat to us and your other team members or your friends. Please do not put the answers in the chat. Repeat offenders will be banned from the stream. Thank you very much.
And finally, question 10, Alex.
Question number 10. Number 10. What plant is repotted in the second year botany lesson? So with that, I'll move on. Ooh.
Hope you like the graphics. Hi from Matty and George, huge Harry Potter fans.
Please say hello to Ollie C, says Alex Collins. Catherine Adser is 31. And Joshua Sophia Isaac in Basingstoke, Hampshire. Huge Harry Potter fans.
Hello from Tipperary. Abby and Luke are loving this. Brilliant. This is what we wanted to do. Normally, me and... we'll go to the recap and then we'll talk about that, I think.
Okay, so there are your 10 questions. We're going to have a recap now for this round, and then we'll move on to your second round.
Just give us a break on the... just for a short while, just give a break on the shout-outs, and then we'll tell you when we want to go back onto that. Let's get that recap running. Make sure it's in the right place. Yes, it is.
Okie dokie. There we go.
So there's a recap. So we'll have a couple of minutes now while we're sorting that through. Both myself and Alex normally are quizmasters in the Brighton and Hove area, in the pubs and corporate events. Obviously, due to COVID, we've basically lost all our income, which is why we do ask for donations if you can afford it. Just £1 or £2, $1 or $2 is great, but it is optional, completely optional. If you haven't got the money, we don't want your money. If you're in the same boat as us, we don't want your money. We started doing this just to bring people together in the first UK lockdown, didn't we? It was just that we knew that people were missing each other, and it was a way for teams to reconnect with each other. And we're now at round about 80 virtual quizzes that we've actually done. So our normal ones are Monday and Friday, but we thought we'd throw in a few specials. which is why we're doing this Harry Potter one now.
If you're a fan of Harry Potter and you're a fan of other franchises, we have got Marvelous March coming up, which we're going to do the first phase of the Marvel films as a quiz. We've got Star Wars coming up later in the year, and also Disney Princesses.
Disney Princess and Buffy.
Yes.
For your Buffy fans. Me and my daughter Daisy, 11, and Molly, age 8. Huge Potter fans. Happy birthday to Daisy in Devon.
Lara in Bahrain.
Wonderful. From Jane Tollinson, please shout out to Gabby 8 and Lucy 5. Kelsey McCulloch playing first time, the Brave and Mighty Lions. Hi to Zach and Finn Johnson from Liverpool.
I'm 13 on Thursday. Hey, first join it, says Amy Brace.
Brilliant.
Hope you want a Lord of the Rings special if you're up for it. I would be more than happy to do a Lord of the Rings special.
Yes.
Any excuse for me to watch the Lord of the Rings again, I'll do it.
Yeah, we do like all your suggestions for new ones.
Oh, thank you, Scarlett. You said you guys have made my Sunday.
That's wonderful.
That's lovely.
What would really help us, guys, is if you actually share and like this video. So whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook, if you can share and like it, that would be great help to us. It really hits our algorithms and demographics up there. Shout out to Abigail Smith in snowy Scotland. We're in Brighton. We actually had a bit of snow today. Didn't last, but we did have a little bit.
All right, we're going to let this get to 10, and then we're going to go on to your answers. So again, all of your answers were worth 2 points each. The next round will be out of another 10 questions, but a different format.
Kerry says, Lucy is 9 and I'm 48. Sandra says, Lola 10, Teo 8, Harry Potter's fans.
Ooh, Walking Dead one, Beck says. There's a lot of Walking Dead to watch. It'd be really tough, but we could try it. As I said before, the score sheet is completely optional. We won't be giving it the winners any prizes, so if you can't get on the score sheet, don't fret. You can always let us know what your score is in the chat, and we'll try and read it out as well.
And we do leave it up a little while, so you could add it in afterwards and see where you put in there afterwards.
Hi to our 5-year-old boy, Reed, who's fast becoming a Potter fan on Twitch.
Rian says, shout out to Mia, huge Harry Potter fan.
Pop us back to there.
Okay, let's go into the answers.
We've got so many shout-outs.
It's really hard on these shout-outs.
Oh, we've got lots of younger players again. 8, 9, 7. Genevieve, who's 3. Genevieve?
Dolly's asking how long have we guys been together? Basically all his life, because this is my nephew Alex. I'm the uncle Mark.
Yes. Okay. Lots of people do think we're a couple just because we tend to argue on our streams, which is what people like to see sometimes. But I assure you, it's just nephew and uncle. Right. Okay, let's get on with your scores then. These are all worth 2 points each.
Yes.
Okay.
So 2 points per each of these questions, and then we'll go into round number 2.
Shout out to Riley, who's loving the Harry Potter quiz. Hello to Riley. Okay, so the Dursleys live at 4 Privet Drive in Little Winging.
Whinging.
Whinging.
We do tend to correct each other's pronunciations.
Steve says, can we speed it up? We can only play as fast as the quiz allows. Number 2. Professor Snape teaches potions in the first film.
Potions.
Hi to Ruby. Moving on. I'm going to get the questions up just so we don't forget. Number 3. Which house was Susan Bones sorted into? It was Hufflepuff.
Yeah, the others were Draco, Hermione, and Harry. And then they added in Susan Bones on the film.
Yes. So again, these are all worth 2 points each. Moving on to number 4. What did Hagrid buy from an Irishman he met at the pub? It was Fluffy, the 3-headed dog. So Fluffy or the 3-headed dog will
accept either.
But I'm sure you all know it's Fluffy. And if you don't know, then I'm sure your children have told you. Moving on, number 5. Caput Draconis is the code to enter the Gryffindor common room.
So as long as you've more or less got that right, if you've got the gist of it, we'll give you the 2 points.
Indeed.
We'll do the shout-outs once we've got the answers out of the way.
Yeah. We'd love to try and shout out everybody, but we don't have as many mouths as you've got views. Number 6. It was Moaning Myrtle that was killed 50 years previously. You need to get your phone on silent.
It is on silent, that's the thing.
So, yeah, it was Moaning Myrtle that was killed.
Just because it's come through as a personal message to me, Becky Kyle has just sent me Quizzed Harry's team's mascot, Amelia, which is a little baby in a pot in a blanket, which is beautiful.
Number 7, it is Nocturne Alley, which is the opposite to Diagon Alley. So Nocturne Alley for number 7. So again, these are all worth 2 points, just in case you get your question only half right. So if you're not fully specific, we'll let you know, but most of the time we'll give you the answer as long as you get the general gist of it. So Caput Draconis was the answer to the Gryffindor common room code word. Moving on to number 8. What foot does Harry put the sock into the book from? It was his right foot.
Yeah, he takes it out of the boot and gives it a little wiggle.
Indeed. Thank you, Charlie Grant, for posting our PayPal in there. Yeah, head promoter and head researcher. Long-time quiz player. Moving on, number 9. Mr. Weasley asked Harry about the function of a rubber duck. A rubber duck. Oh, thank you, Karina. That's very nice. Rubber duck for number 9. And what plant is repotted in the second year botany lesson? It's not Amelia. It is the mandrake. The mandrake for number 10. So there you go. If we spelt one of the words wrong, you know what we mean. We don't mark anyone down at our regular quizzes for bad spelling because Mark's the worst speller in the world and I'm not very good at pronouncing. So we've all got our weaknesses. If we spell the answer wrong, you know what we mean, so you get the point.
But you can have the satisfaction that you knew better.
You knew better than 2 quiz masters. Absolutely.
Hi to Ruby and Tommy from Wong Weasley. Oh, very good. We like that. The Colonel's got 14, and we're not going to read out people's scores, but you can see them on screen if you want to put your scores.
Indeed. Okay, so we're going to move on now to round number 2, and this one is played slightly different than the other rounds. What does Caput Draconis actually mean, says Mike Cooper? I believe it means head of the dragon. If I can remember my Latin. Head of the dragon, I think it means. Right, okay, so you've had that little round there to just to whet your appetite. So this one's a brand new kind of round. Okay.
This round is...
multiple choice. Mr. Fresh Asian said, can you give me a shout out? Yes, I have. Okay.
I'm loving on YouTube. We've got TL Scaffolding Limited. Shout out to the Lewick family in Houghton.
Okay, so round number 2 is multiple choice. For this round, you're going to get 10 questions. Each question has 4 possible answers, A, B, C or D. You'll have 30 seconds from when the final answer appears on the screen to write down what you think the correct answer is. Okay, at the end of the 30 seconds, we'll take away the wrong answers, leaving the one remaining correct answer, and that's worth 2 points.
Right, last batch of quick shout-outs. Keegan Bingham wanted a shout-out, so hi to you.
Wow, Matthew 6, Dad 61, Gran 102. That's our oldest player. Well done, Gran. There we go. Okay. Keegan says, thanks for doing this for us. You're very welcome. Okay, so number 1. I'll get the sheet up so we don't forget. Otherwise, we'll we might say something wrong. Okay. Here we go.
So, that's a bit weird.
It's not the right one.
Okay, question 1 is... which of the Weasleys goes through the wall to platform 9 3/4 first? And this is in Philosopher's Stone. Is it George, Ron, Percy, or Fred?
Trevor says, hi Mark and he who must not be named. I'm getting... Ooh, Trevor.
Trevor's one of our regulars who always uses my name but always refers to Alex as something else. It's a bit of an in-joke that goes on. Hi to Sarah, Phoebe and Jessica.
Moldy Malteser says, hi to that name. You're not going to catch me out. This isn't my first rodeo, sir. By the way, who is Harry Potter? Should I know him, says Charlie Grant?
Yes. Hi to Max L, Dustin, Mike, Lucas. We're playing in our den. Wonderful.
Lara, sorry, on YouTube. Please keep your answer to yourself. It's not for the chat. Thank you very much.
Everyone's putting different answers in. Please do not put any answers in the chat or we'll just end up having to kill the chat.
We have to ban you from the chat, unfortunately. Okay, so which of the Weasleys goes through the platform for 9 3/4 first? It wasn't Ron. It wasn't George. It was Percy. Percy goes through first for number 1. Okay, well done.
Jaita, please stop putting answers in the chat, otherwise we will ban you from YouTube.
It's alright, Lara. No. Just please don't put the answers in the chat. As I said before, if you put the answers in the chat, you'll be sent to Azkaban, which means I will be banning you. You'll get 1 warning and then you will be banned.
You've had your warning.
Okay.
Question 2, Alex.
Number 2. Which professor does Harry talk to first? So which professor does Harry talk to? It's not in the right order.
All right.
Wonderful. So which of these... Forget that. That's later on. Which of these does Hogwarts letter not say that first years can take with them? So again, what I've just said then, ignore that. So which of these does the Hogwarts letter not say first years can take with them? Is it a rat, a cat, a toad, or an owl?
Laura, I'm getting messages that you're actually sending private message to people. Please don't do so. I will just ban you from Quiz Actually completely.
Yeah. Please be fair to everybody else. Don't give anybody else your answers. That's not fair.
Yeah, this is meant to be fun. We've got lots of children who are absolutely enjoying this now because we're being told this. Please don't spoil it for them. Don't spoil it for the kids.
Yeah, so that's completely wrong. We're going to completely ignore that.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're Lara and you're messaging somebody else privately, please stop. You know who you are. Okay, so let's take away the wrong answers. Which of these does not say it on the letter? You can bring a toad.
You can bring a cat. And you can bring an owl.
But you can't bring a rat.
So it doesn't say you can't, but
no.
it's not ones that's actually on the official letter.
Weirdly, even though Ron Weasley can take his rat, but you can't take it according to the thing on there. Weird. Anyway, let's move on. Question number 3.
We'll do the shout-outs in the next break. Number 3. Question 3 is this. Which professor does Harry talk to first?
You might have heard that before.
To put it in another context, basically, which of the professors does Harry meet when he's not a baby?
Yes.
So we had to rephrase it that way just because he did meet some when he was a baby. So it's when he isn't a baby. Which of the ones does he meet first? Is it Dumbledore? Is it McGonagall? Is it Quirrell? Or is it Flitwick?
Laura Patton says, it's not me, I'm not messaging anybody. It's
No,
all right.
that's fine, Laura.
Yeah, so again, the first person that Harry talks to as not a baby. Because babies can't talk, really, even if they're magic.
We're loving the fact that so many of you are saying that you're loving this quiz. Please give it a like, please give it a share. It does help us on our algorithms.
Yeah, and if you do think it's worth a couple of pounds or dollars, please send it our way as well. Shout out to Riley Willerton. Okay, that's slightly loud. I do apologise if I'm blowing your ears out there. Okay, so which professor does Harry talk to first?
It is not Flitwick or Dumbledore. It is, of course, Quirrell, who he meets in the pub.
Indeed. No, the first person that he spoke to when he wasn't a baby is essentially that in the film. All right, moving on.
Question number
4.
4.
Number 4 is this. What flavoured bean does Dumbledore get at the end of the first film? Was it spit, earwax, snot, or feet? Shout out to Paige and Isabella, who's 8, from Winchester, who's Potter crazy.
And the Byers and the Wheelers, they're close family friends playing with Evelyn.
Again, if you get any of them wrong or you get them all right, as long as you have fun, that's all that matters to Quiz Actually and Co. Doesn't matter if you find it, if you got it too hard or too easy, but as long as it's fun, that's all that matters.
Michelle, please do not put any answers in the chat, please.
We're not going to point it out next time, but we'll just delete your comment.
Yeah, next time we'll just ban someone. If you're basically putting answers in, we'll just ban you. We've said it enough.
Yep.
It just spoils it for other people.
There we go. I'm going to put you on a timeout for 300 seconds for shouting out answers. Please stop. For this round, it's 2 points for every correct answer, Mike. Is it not bacon beans? So which flavour bean does Dumbledore get? He does not get feet flavour or spit flavour. Alas, earwax for number 4.
Sandra's loving the quiz. Thank you, Sandra. On to question 5. Otherwise, we're going to be massively late.
Indeed. Well, we've got an hour or so yet, so don't worry, guys.
Question 5 is this one. Over where does baby Harry fall asleep on Hagrid's motorcycle?
Ooh.
Hagrid mentions it. Is it Cardiff? Is it Glasgow? Is it Leeds? Or is it Bristol? This is a real Potterhead question, I think.
Marley Pierce says, can't wait for the next quiz already. Fantastic.
That will be in a month's time.
Yeah. Not only do we have to come up with all the questions, we have to rewatch the films as well, so it takes quite a while for us.
Paul Hawkey says, can I give a shout out to William? Of course. Hi, William.
Helen Omeros says, who wants a brew? Me.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Helen.
Yeah, I finished my tea. I'm on water now.
Macy, shout out on YouTube. Libby 11 and Grace 9 beating their parents by a lot.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
We love it. We're loving that the kids are winning. Question 6.
No, we're on to the
answer, sorry. It is not Leeds. It's not Cardiff. It is, in fact, Bristol. Falls asleep over Bristol, says
Falls
Hagrid.
asleep right over Bristol, he says. Sorry for my bad accent.
Kerry says milk, no sugar. Loving it. Hi to Tanya.
First to Potterhead, then a Whovian, so getting all of them right, says Sariu. Fantastic. Number 6. Here we go. Number 6. What is the name of the owner of the pub? And that's the pub where Harry meets Quirrell. What's the name of the owner? Is he Tom? Is he Dick? Is he Harry? Or is he Nigel? Shout out to Alex from Romania. Of course I can.
Wow.
Shout out to Brizzle.
Kelsey's got her first question right.
And we got a shout out to Amelie, aged 8.
Genevieve says, shout out to my best friend Kimberly. We're going to cut on the shout outs till we get to the next break.
Yeah, don't want to distract you too much.
But we do like to shout out where we can.
And we are reading them all. Trust me, we are. Okay, so what's the name of the owner of the pub? It's not Nigel. It's not Harry. It is Tom. Tom is the owner of the pub.
We had to play with Tom, Dick and Harry once it was Tom.
It had to be. All right, moving on. Number 7.
Question 7 is this. What is the name of the Weasley's owl? Is it Elliot? Is it Earl? Is it Ezra? Or is it Edwin?
Oh, Kelsey has to play solo because her team bailed. That's a shame.
Well, maybe they'll join you on the next one, Kelsey.
Shout out to Alex and Mark, says Janet on YouTube. Thank you.
We won't do the shout outs till the end now because it's getting a bit mental.
No.
As much as we love doing them. Right.
Okay.
Let's take away the wrong ones. It's not Ezra or Elliot. It is, of course, Earl the Owl.
So, Errol, who's constantly flying into windows and tripping over his own feet. Okay. No answers in the chat, please, as always. Yes, thank you very
Sarah
much.
Jane, that is your warning.
Indeed.
Or we'll be sending you to Azkaban.
Yes. No answers in the chat, please.
Number 8.
Number 8 is this question. What is the name of Dursley's visitors at the start of the Chamber of Secrets? Are they the Archers, the Stones, the Masons, or the Coopers? My youngest says Cheerios like Cheerios.
Just ban.
On the YouTube, if you put any answers, you will be timed out.
Mike Cooper says, oh my god, I'm a Cooper, this is an honour.
All
Okay.
right. It's not the Archers. It's not the Stones. It is the Masons. The Masons. We're trying to think of different occupations you can have as names. And Smith is boring. Okay, on to number 9. Thank you, Tracy.
Question 9 is this. What type of pixies does Flockhart unleash?
It's Lockhart, but there we go.
Lockhart, sorry. We've got an F in there for some reason. Unleash on the students. Professor Lockhart. Is it Cornish pixies, Welsh pixies, Suffolk pixies, or Cumbrian pixies?
We will let you into a little secret.
Mark spelt it wrong every single time.
Mark spelt it wrong every single time. He spelled it so badly once that I couldn't even correct it. He wrote it as Gilroy Flockheat. So you know who we mean. It's not
Sometimes you get a bogey name that you just keep getting wrong all the time. And that is mine.
What house are you in, says Julie? I would say I'm a Ravenclaw.
Would you? I don't know.
What are you in? What's your house? Have you been sorted with the online quiz? Right, so let's take away the wrong answers. It's not Flockhart, it's Lockhart. But what kind of pixies are they? They are not Welsh or Cumbrian.
They are Cornish.
It's the beaver in him, says Kathy Clark. Thank you very much. Tracy Moore's a Hufflepuff. Right. And finally, question at number 10.
And your final question is this.
Number 10. What is the code word to get into Dumbledore's office? Is it licorice root, sarsaparilla, butterscotch bonbons, or sherbet lemons? Ooh, we got some Slytherins in there.
I like how Slytherins say things like slithering through and through.
Farah said you were memory charmed, so you didn't get to spell it right. That's true. Thank you very much.
I nearly spat my water out then. That was funny.
Gilroy flocked. Yes, Joe. It was predictable. I'm Ravenclaw once and Gryffindor twice, is Katie. How do you manage that? Shout out to my best friends, Claudia, Alfie, and... I'm so sorry, Katie Gorman. Irish is not my strong point. Carmen, I think. If I said it wrong, I do apologise 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do struggle. That people take the mick out of me in our normal quizzes with
Yeah.
Irish names.
We're bad enough at English, never mind Irish. Gaelic isn't our strong point. Anyway, let's take the wrong answers. What's the code word to Dumbledore's office?
It's not sarsaparilla. It's not butterscotch bonbons. It is, of course, McGonagall going sherbet lemons.
Indeed. I think it changes in the book each year, but in the only film that's mentioned, it's on that one. Hufflepuff.
There's a lot of Hufflepuffs about, actually.
Indeed.
But the Slytherins make it sure that they're known. They make it really clear.
Typical Slytherins. Okay, so let us know what your score was in the comments. As we said before, if you got them all right or you got them all wrong, as long as you had fun, that's all that matters.
Well, it's setting up the next round. I'll try and do some shout-outs. Please give Esther and Jacob a shout-out. That's from Vicky. Shout-out to the Pow family in the Scottish borders. A shout-out to Riley, Jude, Russ, Keegan and Dan Macy. Where else have we got?
This isn't right. Round 3 is not coming through at all properly.
Okay, so round 3, go to blocks.
Okie dokie.
And go for that one.
Wonderful, there we go. Okay.
Round 3 is different all over again.
Indeed, but hopefully you'll enjoy it all the same.
It's a mixture of pictures and dingbats, which are known in the US as whatsits. So that's where you cryptically see something and it relates to something in Harry Potter.
Indeed. We've got lots of shout outs, unfortunately. I can't do them all. Although I will give a shout out to Joyce, so she'll stop being annoying. That's from Freya.
A shout out to the Armstrongs.
Okay. Yeah.
Shout out to Kathy and her 2 daughters, Georgia and Gracie. Shout out to Maya from Vicky.
Okay, I think we'll leave it for now. We're running ahead as it is. Okay, so round number 3. Sarah E. Valentine says, shout out to the people that listen and don't write the answers in the chat. You're the real heroes. Okay.
So this first one is a dingbat.
Yes.
So it's a cryptic representation of something that happens or is a person or a thing.
Anything relating to Harry Potter.
In Harry Potter.
Yeah.
We've made the first one quite easy, to be honest.
Yeah, so you can get a fighting chance at this one.
But like the last round, this round is out of...
there are 6 questions in this round, so there is 12 points.
And how many seconds have we given them?
30 seconds.
So you've got 30 seconds to come up with your answer.
It is lovely that so many people are playing from different parts of the world, says Kathy. Yes.
It is.
Okay, so again, cryptic representation of something that's related to Harry Potter. Here we go.
What could that be?
And again, that should be fairly easy for you.
We've now got Sam's mum, Helen, joining us, says Leia.
Dr. Dingbat sounds a lot better. It's got the alliteration. It does, yeah.
Janabella says, please give a shout out to the love of my life, Rosie. We are on our first virtual date. Oh, that's wonderful.
And a shout out to Sophie, age 10, from your mother, Kate.
Raquel saying, please can I have a shout out to Hugo, Abs,
Esme.
Sorry.
Right. Hugo and Esme. Right.
I read that.
Right, here we go. Number 1. This one was a dumb bell and a door. Simple as that. It is Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
Indeed. Answers out of the chat, please, or you will be banned. Okay, want to remind you one more time. Answers in the chat will result in you being banned from the page. Please do keep your answers out of the chat, or you will be banned as Caban. There we go.
Number 2 is a picture, and we want you to name the character.
And again, you need the first name and the surname for this 4 points, please. Yes, thank you guys in the chat for policing it. Wonderful stuff. Thank you very much. Make sure you are always nice, though. We don't want any bad language in the chat. Thank you very much. So number 2, name the character, first name and surname. Shout out to Scott Fairfield, who turned 79 today.
Wow.
The contingent of older Potterheads is quite big. I'm very impressed.
Do you want to try with the link again? Just typing it in by hand.
What's that?
PayPal, people are asking for it. There you go. Pin it.
Mm-hmm. There we go. I've pinned it at the top if you do want to donate.
There's been a few people asking for the PayPal, so we've just pinned it for you.
Oh, we got people from Bergen, Norway playing. Fantastic
Excellent.
stuff. Okay, so you need the first name and the surname for this one. I think we all know that it's Seamus, but did you know his surname was Finnegan? I'm guaranteeing that most of you did because you're Potterheads, but...
1 point for Seamus, 1 point for Finnegan.
Indeed. Moving on. Harley Davis, can I have a shout?
We did earlier.
Yes. Love the quiz. Can we please have a shout out to Gala and Silver? Yes, of course. Number 3.
Number 3 is another dingbat. What does this represent?
Mark Lemon says, looks like my lockdown hair. Yeah.
I definitely need a haircut.
Shout out to Mr. Beast. Hello, Simon. Crisps.
Have we done that one?
31st birthday to Tara Smith this week. Love your family are the Smiths from High Wycombe.
Hello to Matthew and Daniel from Aberdeen.
Okay.
We are trying to do as many shout-outs as possible, but without distracting from the quiz. So let's have a look at this. Well, you've got, if you look closely, you've got the word moan in the middle of the word myrtle. It is, of course, moan in myrtle.
May we have a shout, says Debbie. Since you asked so nicely, Debbie, of course. Shout out to Willy Wonka. Okay. And we also got Emma and Maddie, aged 8 and 5. Hello to you. Right, moving on, number 4.
Now for another character.
And again, you need the first name and the surname of the character, please.
Point for first name, point for surname.
Here we go.
Who is this?
Hi from Steve and Erica, playing from a Russian elevator. That might be
That's an interesting situation.
Shout out to the Blay family and Mark and Caroline from Caroline Dewhurst. My name is Quizzatorial Squad, despite me only playing on my own, says Megan. Alright, so what's the name of that character? Do you know their full name? Let's see if you do. Number 4, it is Mr. Marcus Flint. Marcus Flint.
Captain of the Slytherin team.
Fun fact, I think that's, if you've ever seen the Mr. Bean episode where he shaves the kid's hair, that's him.
All right.
Yes. Okay, there we go. Mum Anna Banana from Russia. Hello to you. Don't forget to click like, says Charlie. Thank you so much, sir. Number 5.
Number 5 is another dingbat.
And it might be the worst dingbat of the lot.
Or the most groan-worthy dingbat.
Indeed.
What does this represent out of Harry Potter? So that's a dingbat cryptically representing something in Harry Potter. What is it?
Thank you so much, Josephine, for your donation. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much.
Shout out to Mia, who's 12 today. To Romy and Niall, aged 12 and 9, from Vanessa. A random comment from Nathan Waring saying, I like cats.
I like trains. Okay. Number 5. So what band is that? Well, they're One Direction.
Better known as
1D.
So if you have 1D,
It is
a wand.
1D. We won't be accepting any substitutes for that one tonight. If you've got anything better, unfortunately, it's not what we were looking for, so you'll get 0 points if you didn't put wand. I'm sorry, but that's the way it goes. There's too many people to get through tonight.
Yeah, wand.
1D, wand. I'm sorry. And anyway, number 6. This one is a zoomed-in image. What do you think this is of? Here we go. Do you do a Jurassic Park quiz, says Sid? No, but we might.
We might. We'll keep it in consideration. A shout out to 10-year-old Alex and baby Ariana from Emanuela.
Helen's just put a couple laughing faces. Yeah.
Just a general comment. People on Facebook, you're automatically 15 seconds behind when we send it out, and you could be up to a further 40 seconds on the stream afterwards. So bear that in mind if we're not responding immediately to you.
Yeah. All right. Marley says that was terrible. You're quite right, Marley. It was. I know. And finally, number 6. Number 6 is a zoomed-in image of Neville's Remember All. Neville's Remember All. So well done if you got that one. Are you serious? I'm offended, says Sarah. I know. I'm sorry. So those were your 6 questions. So that round is out of a total of 12 points. So they're worth 2 points each. All right. So that was a sort of a mini round in between them as well. Happy birthday to my dad, Sebastian from Maya, please. Maya, sorry. Storm says hi, says Angela. Okay, let's move us on to the intermission bit. There we go. Okay, hope you've enjoyed that. If you do seem like we're rushing, we're just a little bit behind because of the amount of shout-outs we did. We're not used to that many people shouting out, so we're trying to appease everyone if we could. Right. Okay, so we're on to round number 4. I got all 12 points, said Kelsey. Well done to you. What's that?
If you can put these questions up.
Okay, no.
The Weasleys are doing good. We got 1 wrong in that round. Well done to you. Hello from 10-year-old Melissa. Hello, Melissa.
Rianne got 9 with her face. Don't worry. As we always say with the Dingbats, if you don't get all the Dingbats right, you are
normal.
You are normal. It's fine. Okay, so that's onto that one. So onto this one, round number 4. Shout out to Alex Stack. That's you, Alex. Yes. Number 4.
Sid, we did mention that we don't do a Jurassic Park, but we are considering it now you've asked for it.
Please say hello to the best cousins, Jenny and Jessica, getting to play with them from across the country. Jessica is 10, Jenny is 39, and 51 weeks from Rachel.
So, quotes and spells. So the first 5 questions are relating to quotations, who said this, etc. from the films. And then the second set are all about spells that were used.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the donation that says, I had no idea what's going on, but you deserve all the viewers. Enjoy. Thank you so much. I don't know who that is, but we'll look it up later.
Okay, so question number 1. Who said this? That's why you're famous. That's why everybody knows your name. You're the boy who lived.
Who said that?
Do you do a Doctor Who quiz, says Kevin? Yes, we do.
It's the last Sunday of every month, but it starts at 2 hours later than this one. We brought this forward because of the children watching.
Yeah. We do currently a series-by-series quiz, and we're on to series 4.
But the old quizzes are still available if you want to take a look at those. Just go onto the Quiz Actually Facebook page or onto the YouTube channel. Yeah.
Do you do a Pirates of the Caribbean quiz? So that's from Debbie. No. We generally do general knowledge quizzes as our day-to-day thing on Mondays and Fridays. We are branching out to more specials. This is the 3rd of our special kind of quizzes we've actually done. We've done a music quiz, a Doctor Who quiz, and this is our Harry Potter quiz.
Next month we're building in Marvel quizzes.
And we're going to have Star Wars and Disney princesses and all that sort of stuff throughout the year as well. We are working on it, but we are only a team of 2 people, so these things do take a bit of time.
So who said this? Clearly, fame isn't everything, is it, Mr. Potter?
I'd love to do a Pokemon quiz, but there's just a lot to break down for that one. Shout out to Toby and Milo. Only 2 wrong in total, says Jennifer. Well done.
Vanessa says 11-year-old Chloe and 8-year-old Beth from Darlington should be at Harry Potter World next week. Oh, that's a big shame. I'm sure once this is all over, you'll get to go there.
At least you've got this to tide you over.
Yeah.
Having a lovely time. So much for a great quiz, and happy 9th birthday to Isaac. That's from Becky Richardson.
Isaac.
Yes, we are doing a Friends quiz later in the year, but Marvel is our next big one. We're adding to our roster.
And that's going to be on the Phase 1 films.
Yes. Number 3. Who says about the train station, it's the same every year, packed with muggles, of course. Ravenclaw, I'm proud Amelie beating my mum Becky, a recent convert but loving it, and Auntie Katie, I shan't give our ages. That's fair enough. You're both 21, that's fine. Shout out to my mum Michelle and dad Tony, maybe, on Twitch. Paige is annoying, please, says Keegan Bigham. Harris and the McGuinness family, kids are loving this. We're playing D&D at the same time. Amelia from Lansing, shout out to you.
Question number 4. Oh, this is a real Potterhead. In the first film, in Philosopher's Stone, Ginny Weasley only has one line. What is it? Real Potterhead question, this one.
And again, any hints, please keep them to yourself. Please do not put any answers in the chat. If you do, you will be banned. This is your only warning for this kind of question.
Hannah says, please give a shout out to my sons Isaac and Isaiah, who are doing their first live quiz and loving it. Well done, guys. Matilda says hello.
So Ginny Weasley's only line in the Philosopher's Stone. Love this quiz from Betsy, age 6. What a lovely name. Number 5. Can you finish this Hermione Granger quote?
Now, if you two don't mind, I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed. And then what comes after that?
Mm-hmm. Shout out my best friend Rem. That's from Ryuk's wife on YouTube.
Shout out to Grace and Erin. We are trying to do as many shout outs as possible because we know the kids love it.
Can I have a bit of water, please?
Of course you can.
Hi to Cole, who's 52 and a first timer, says Jennifer Lockwood. Moving on.
Question number 6.
We're on to the spells now.
So this is slightly trickier for some. Some are easier, some are trickier. Julie's loving the quiz. Brilliant.
Thank you, Julie.
Do you want to do the first spell?
Yeah, number 6. What is the first spell that was cast in the movie by Hermione?
If you can't remember what the spell actually is, what she actually says, if you remember what it does, we'll give you 1 point for it.
My kids are wiping the floor with me in this quiz. Too quick for me, says Kathy Gibson.
Excellent. So Kathy's quiz, well done. Right. I'm only going to say this because it's so bonkers it actually made me laugh. Rest in peace, my goldfish, he drowned. Thank you, Raquel.
Shout out to the Parks family. Number 7.
Number 7. What spell unlocks the door to the room where the Philosopher's Stone is kept? Technically, it's the door to the room above it.
Yes, that was
But
all.
you understand what we mean by that.
First birthday to Jezza, happy birthday. And a shout out to Shona and Franz. James Bourne is after a high. Well, James Bourne, you've got your high.
Hi.
And hello to Millie, who's 10 from Cara.
Apparently I know I spell Beconis Penotis. That's a little in-joke from our regular Monday and Friday quizzes.
Moving on, number 8.
Number 8.
Question number 8. What spell does Lockhart use on Harry Potter that backfires on him that makes him forget? So what spell does Lockhart use on Harry Potter that backfires, making him forget who he is? Right, we're on YouTube. We're now starting to ban people from actually commenting. Yeah.
It's not fun for everybody else if you start putting in answers.
Yeah.
So
Please make sure you don't put any answers in the chat.
We're not doing any more warnings. We're just going to ban people. Sorry.
Don't ruin it for everybody else. Thank you. Angela says thank you. He's happy now. Good. We get a shout out to my dad, Georgie Wells. Georgie Wells, indeed.
Yes. Question number 9.
Flockhart, do you not mean Kilroy Flockhart?
Stop it.
Number 9.
Which spell helps to save Hermione's life from the giant troll?
Spelling does not matter, Lindsay. As you can tell from most of our questions, spelling really doesn't matter.
I hold my hand up. I am the world's worst. In our normal pub quizzes, we never take points off about spelling. Because if I can't get it right, I can't expect anybody else to.
True. Shout out to my dad Gav, my mum Josie and brother Connor from Aidan Blay on YouTube. And hi to Charlie. It was his 27th birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to Charlie. Sophie and Thomas have really enjoyed this. Thank you, guys. Also, it's not been said, but a shout out to Team Thomas, Hayley in particular, who's playing tonight. I know that her family have been really excited about this for weeks now. So shout out to Team Thomas.
And it's also Michelle's birthday. I got a message earlier in the day from Rian. So happy birthday to Michelle.
Yeah, the irony is not lost on us, Charlie Grant. The spelling doesn't matter, even though this round is all about spells. I know. And finally, question number 10. Hermione uses the Petrificus Totalis spell on whom? So Hermione uses the Petrificus Totalis spell on whom? I will say as well, we were going to do an entire round on spells, but in the first 2 films, there's something like, 6, 7 spells are actually cast?
Yeah, technically, there's only 4 spells in the first film.
Yeah, they're actually said out loud. Always in Hook, also enjoying the quiz, says Michelle. Thank you so much. Millie's now smiling ear to ear.
Indeed.
Hi to Sarah and Chrissy from Wendy Roberts. And this is so fun from Layla and Sunny. That's from Eva.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. We're going to move us back into the intermission then, so I can get the other screen on, and we'll go through the little recap. As every now and again, you might need a little recap.
We all need a little recap.
Okay. So it is that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put a little bit of background music on just in case so it's not totally awkward. There we go.
Yeah. We would normally use real music from grassroots bands, but basically we keep getting warnings from it, even though we've got permission to play the music, so We've had to take that away.
Hello to Katie in Illinois. Hello to Katie in Illinois.
Amy Wick says, coming on and seeing this quiz was exactly what I needed after a long day of work experience. Well, good for you, Amy.
Can you please shout out Zandy? Hi to Lisa Stansfield who went to...
Oh, no, don't go there. We'll ignore that. Shadow Bulldog, hi from Leon and Holly.
Lauren Rothery says, please shout out Xander Grogan. Xander Grogan, is that the Doctor Who chaser that we hear so much about? Hey from Georgia. Wonderful from Caitlin.
Shout out to Bling Bling Dobby, please, in Devon. They're loving it. Team Allen in Sheffield, please. Sarah Ann Cairn says, fab quiz, my girls are beating me. Go girls.
Thanks to the great night Maisie smashing this with her cousin Holly, even though they are miles apart. Wonderful. I'm so glad you can get together and do this.
And that was the whole point of us creating these quizzes, so that people who are completely distant can connect with social media chat apps and play along as a team.
Steve and Robin playing in Hawkins, Indiana in America.
Sarah says, please shout out to Lula Rose and Gracie. Hi girls.
Caitlin, age 7, shout out. Her tooth just fell out mid-quiz. Good God.
Well, if it happened in a magical quiz, the furries should pay double.
Uh-oh. Shout out to Noah in Nottingham, age 9.
Oh, thank you, Janet. Your comment on YouTube. Thank you so much.
So many lovely people talking to us tonight. Thank you so much. I'll put the thingy back up as well, just in case we forgot. It's there. I'll try and put it there, just above me for now.
Yeah. Just
so you can see it. Pippa, Phoebe, Theo and Chloe in St Albans, and also me, Pete, who hasn't got a clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're trying to, on the shout-outs, do different people. So some people we've mentioned a few times, we're trying to do different shout-outs to new people.
I don't believe that Castle Byers are really from Hawkins, Indiana. Something about the name sort of misleads me.
Karen, please say hi to Lily. She's doing really well and knows a lot more answers than we do. Love it. Love it.
It's only right that the kids should beat their parents, because I'm sure most of the parents were kids when it came out, possibly.
Yeah.
Or slightly older. Julia in Northern Ireland, age 10. That's from Judith. So, hello to you. My kids would love if you would do a Julie Donaldson quiz, please, at some point in the future. See how many questions I can get. Browns in Hook, enjoying the first quiz. So we'll let that go for one more time, just so you get all the recap. And we've got about half an hour until we finish, which is just in time for our final round.
Hi to Floss. Can we have a shout out from Amanda? Can we have a shout out to Phoebe 8 and Michael 10, our teammates? Hi guys.
Would there ever be quizzes on video games? We would do video games and not any specific video games, because I think that might be a bit too specialist. But you never know. We might try.
Yeah.
Sound of Music quiz would be fabulous, says the Smiths 2010 on Twitch. Quite apt, because unfortunately Christopher Plummer did unfortunately die yesterday.
Yeah, we did have actually, weirdly, I had a question relating to Sound of Music in the quiz yesterday, which was pre-arranged, obviously.
Back to the Future quiz, please. Ooh,
that could be a good one.
We've already done the Back to the Future quiz. We did it next week.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I think it's time for the answers.
I think it is after that terrible joke. Right, let's get on with the answers then. Alfie, age 8, having lots of fun. Wonderful stuff. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you're all having such fun. It was so fun to make as well, so. Lord of the Rings quiz, definitely. Game of Thrones, possibly. If only they finished the series. If only there was a final season. Get rid of that there, off my head. Kia, Mel, Karen, Stu, we love you, says Kia.
Right, I might have a little surprise on this one for you, Alex.
All right.
Oh, no, it's the next round.
Right. So number 1, that's why you're famous. Everyone knows your name. You're the boy who lived. Was Hagrid.
Hagrid.
Next up, we've got number 2.
Question number 2. Clearly fame isn't everything, is it? Mr. Potter, of course, was Professor Snape.
Stranger Things quiz. We could possibly do that. There's not that many episodes to have to go through, so we could possibly do that. Number 3. Same year, same every year, packed with muggles, of course. It was Molly Weasley talking about muggles in the train station.
We'll accept Mrs. Weasley.
Charlie Gant says, we want a quiz on the Big Bang Theory. I'm going to ban you now. You're banned. There we go. Moving on, number 4.
Number 4. Ginny's only line in Philosopher's Stone is just 2 words. Good luck.
To Harry Potter. It's just the word good luck. She says it to Harry. Wonder if you got that one. She didn't have that many lines in the second one, did she really?
No, she has a lot in the book. She has more in the book.
This is fab. Shout out to Gabby, says Denise Johnson.
Oh, thank you.
If you don't mind, I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed, or worse, expelled.
You can picture us saying it as well, can't you?
Indeed. Wizard of Oz? No? Okay. Wizard of Oz might work. We'll have to have a look on that one.
We've got so many things that don't forget, we've got to prepare all this, do all the graphics for it.
And also, and as bad as this sounds, we have to be personally interested in the actual thing itself, otherwise we won't really enjoy making it. Thank you very much, the Harveys in Wales. You're very welcome. Ariana and Paolo from Barbara Chiara. Thank you very much. Number 6. The first spell that was cast by Hermione
was Oculus Reparo. Or you can have 1 point for saying that it fixed Harry's glasses.
He somehow doesn't remember the spell, does he? After all that time, he doesn't remember it. You think he would, having a pair of glasses on all the time. Number 7. What spell unlocks the door to the room with the Philosopher's Stone is kept? It is Alohomora. Alohomora for number
Tricky
6.
one, I think, that one. But,
I don't know.
But the Potterheads will love it, I think.
Number 8.
What spell does Lockhart use on Harry Potter that backfires on him? Because he uses Ron's wand. It is Obliviate.
And flies into the wall. I love his final bit at the end of the film where he just says, wow, it's almost like magic. Love it. Number 9. What spell helps save Hermione's life from a giant troll? One of the only times that Ron's wand actually worked. It was Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Mm-hmm.
Leviosa.
Yeah. And
Hermione uses the Petrificus Totalis spell on Neville purely to stop him reporting them.
Sarayu says, in the book she gets excited about Harry Potter being on the same train as her brothers and trying to get on the train to get his autograph. Molly says, leave the poor boy alone, to her sons and Ginny. Indeed. A lot more in the book, as it always says.
Yeah, particularly in Chamber of Secrets, because there's more about her in that one.
Alright, so that was your 4th round. We're going to move straight on to your 5th and final round. I'm so glad you guys have enjoyed it so far. Okay. We haven't got... Is it just at the end of that one? It is, sorry, my mistake. Okie dokie. Let us know. Vanessa's giving us the quote there. Thank you so much to Caroline Hancock.
Can we have the questions up, please?
Yes, do let us know your scores on the side if you can.
Yeah, we won't be reading them out, but you can see for each other how you stand with everybody else.
That's it, yeah. Jenny says, Mummy, have you seen my jumper in the second film? Lauren just says, can someone give me all the answers? Well, if you watch it and rewind, you can pretend you know them all. Right. How many points was the fourth round? It was 10 questions, so it's 20 points.
So it's out of 20.
Yeah.
Okay, on to your final round.
Round number 4. And I hope
5.
you've been revising... Sorry, round number 5. I hope you've been revising because it is time for your OWL exam.
I'm glad you're all enjoying this. That's great to hear.
What's the 9th one, please, says Charlotte? 9th one... Let me have a quick look on my questions.
Thank you for the donations that are coming in.
It was Wingardium Leviosa for the third round. Leviosa. Okay, so these are your owls. And again, please do make sure you keep your answers out of the chat. The chat is only for you to talk to your friends, your teams, and us, and for shout-outs and stuff. If you do read out any of the answers in this quiz for this round, I will be banning you immediately. Thank you very much. Answers to yourself, otherwise you will be banned immediately.
Dolly's picking up on the fact that it's round 5 when you said round 4.
Round 5, yes. It says round 4 on the screen as well.
Oh,
Tell you what. There we go. Don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's round 5.
Yeah, it says round 5 on it. Look, see? Round 5. Owls. Okay, so again, these are slightly trickier ones now. So I think the potheads are going to get a real good feeling out of this one, I think.
Right.
Yep. All right.
Get rid of that as well, please.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Right, here we go.
Right, question 1.
Are you doing more pod quizzes for the films? Yes, each of the 2 films, we're going to go in order. So we're going to have the next 2 films and the 2 films after that and then the final 2 films.
And that's going to be the first Sunday of each month for that.
Indeed.
The Doctor Who's are actually on the final Sunday of each month.
As always, if you go to our Facebook, facebook.com/quiz actually, you can find out all of our schedule on there. We'll be posting up the full schedule on Monday, which will have a calendar event for all the stuff that's coming up.
Alternatively, you can go to allmylinks.com/quiz actually, and that will give you a list of all our upcoming quizzes.
Yes, here we go. Number 1.
So, question 1. What is the ability to talk to snakes called? What is the ability to talk to snakes called?
We've also got, say hi and well done to my daughter Hufflepuff Lauren, aged 11, doing all this on her own and mummy was no help. Supernatural quiz next. I will be working on that, I think. There might be enough for a Supernatural quiz. That being said, there are, 230 episodes of Supernatural?
Yeah, so it's narrowing it down, isn't it?
Yeah.
Question number 2.
Number 2. How many living beings were petrified by the basilisk in the Chamber of Secrets? So how many living beings were petrified by the basilisk in the Chamber of Secrets? Hi to Jackson. Can you do a Vampire Diaries one? I've never seen it, Lauren. If I like the series, I might give it a go, but I have to enjoy what I'm doing the quiz about, otherwise I can't.
And we've got tons and tons. Just to give you an idea, just for me to create the graphics for that first round, it took nearly 6 hours to put together.
Yeah, we do.
We've now got it for future quizzes, but that's how intense it is for us to create these quizzes for you guys.
As with all things in this particular quiz, we're looking for only things from the film. If they differ from the books, then we're looking for just the film, please.
Question number 3. What does Harry get as a Christmas present on Christmas Day in Philosopher's Stone?
Yeah, so I'll remind you once again that every question to this quiz are all going to be about the movies. They're not going to be about the books. Some things in the books and the films are the same. Sometimes they differ, but it's always going to be the films we're doing.
We just thought it'd be easier for us to do just films because children tend to watch the films and possibly not read the books.
Yes, can we give a shout out to Amy for cooking a lovely paella whilst doing the quiz? That's from Jackson Andrews.
Question 4.
Right. Moving on, number 4. Number 4. What are the Hogwarts founders' first names?
You can have half a point for each name.
Yes, half point for each name. We just need the first names, as obviously, I think you know the surnames. Great quiz. Shout out to Ava and Freya, the Ravenclaw Rascals.
Indeed.
We're waiting for roast chicken, says Roy.
Question number 5. And we've had a couple of donations in. Thank you so much, guys. It really does make a difference to us.
Indeed. We're looking for Kieran, says, doesn't get 2 presents. We mean the main one.
The main.
As in the one that you would remember him getting. Central to the actual films.
To the plot.
Yes.
Not the one from Mrs. Weasley.
Not the one from Mrs. Weasley, yeah. Number 5. Why... Sorry, this is yours one, isn't it?
Number 5. Oh, I like this one. Why is Sunday the best day of the week according to Vernon Dursley?
Shout out for Kai's 13th birthday. That's from Ben Kassan on YouTube.
I'm just going to nip out for 1 second. I'll let you do the next one.
Okie dokie. Shout out to Jackson, who's now doing the washing up after I cook said paella, says Amy. Alright. So why is Sunday the best day of the week according to Vernon Dursley? I remember seeing this on Tumblr as a GIF. Used to love seeing it. Number 6. Question number 6. What 3 roles do Harry, Ron and Hermione take on the chessboard? If you get all 3 of them, you can get 2 points. If you get 2 of them, you get 1 point. Mark's coming to join me in Xander, says Lauren. I don't know where he's gone. I'll be honest with you. He just legged it. So again, what 3 roles do Harry, Ron and Hermione take on the chessboard, playing Wizard's Chess? Again, if you get all 3, you get 2 points. If you get 2 of them, you get 1 point. If you only get 1 of them, unfortunately, you don't get any points. Okay, Fran. I can hear him moving around. He'll be just in time for question number 7. Big thanks to Amy for drying up after my washing up is done, says Jackson. I think that's a bit presumptuous, Jackson.
I'm back. Where are we up to? Question 7. Ooh. We are going to throw a cast question in every single quiz that we do. This one is, Toby Jones provided the voice of whom? That could be in either the first, the second, or both of those quizzes.
Movies.
Movies. I keep saying quizzes instead of movies.
I don't know why. Thank you for liking on our YouTube as well. Liking really does help us get further out on YouTube as well, so we can spread our quiz to more people around the world. Liking is the best thing you can do for our YouTube. For our Facebook, sharing it while we're live is really good, and of course being a fan of our page is really helpful as well. If you do want to come back to more quizzes, we are here every Monday and Friday at 8 o'clock GMT in the evening. If you do want to play a general knowledge quiz, we've been doing that since the beginning of the first lockdown, so March of last year. If you do want to join us for a general knowledge quiz every Monday and Friday, it's the same time, 8 o'clock each time.
Okay.
How many points for the last question? Number 6. Again, you needed all 3 for the 2 points. If you get 2 of them, you get 1 point. You don't get any points if you only name 1 of them. That's for number 6's. Number 8. Now this one is the tricky one, I think, but you might not. Number 8. What is the name of the real-life castle where parts of the Harry Potter films are set? So what's the name of the real-life castle where parts of the Harry Potter film are set? Obviously, the main Hogwarts is CGI.
And although we start the quiz at 8 o'clock on our normal days, we do have that 15 minutes lead in, so we do actually start 15 minutes before that.
Yes, thank you, Fran. My baby, you're back, says Lauren on YouTube. He is back. Shout out to Stephen Robin for free ice cream.
Indeed.
Shout out to my vocal coach who's teaching me to stop shouting. Oh, flip, says Alec.
Question number 9. Number 9. Ooh. What year was the first film, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, released in cinemas? And we're not giving you anything for either side on this one. You've got to be the spot on the year.
Yeah. Vicky says, that is so hard. I know you might think it is hard, but I think some die-hard Potter fans would know that instantly.
Yeah.
Number 7. Can we say question number 7 again? Toby Jones provided the voice of whom? That was number 7 for Sandra. So Toby Jones was the voice of whom?
And we will be doing a recap, guys.
Yeah. recap for all of these, unless they're a timed question.
Have we done that one?
Yes.
Okay. And your final question.
Number 10.
This is my question. I couldn't resist putting this one in.
Number 10. Why is number 5972 important in Harry Potter? So why is number 5972 important in Harry Potter? Okay, so that was your 10 questions.
We shall go on to the recap.
The recap. As I like to call it, a recap.
On screen is our PayPal, if you can help us out. Literally, we are living off our quizzes.
Really, yeah. All your donations are literally paying for our bills and paying for our food.
It's paying for our food.
Yeah, we've got no income as it is, as we're...
But if you're in the same boat as us, we don't want your money. Look after yourselves and your families first. But if you have a couple of quid or a couple of dollars spare, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So we're going to do a few more shout-outs.
Yes. Let us know. I'm going to put the donation button back. I'm going to unlock it. And I'm going to put it there.
You're going to put it there, right?
I'm going to put it right there. And move it along a little bit. There we go. 5972 is how many hours me and Xander have been at it. No, don't tell anyone, but I've been talking to him since last August.
Thank you, Gemma, saying great quiz. Thanks for the shout out to Eden, of course.
Erin Newman says, can we get extra points for number 9 if you do the exact date, month and year? We just need the year. Thank you very much.
Normally we don't name people, but purely because it's... where's it gone? I've lost it. It came up. From Me and You Designs, purely because that's a company, and I think I'll give them a shout out. For Me and You Designs, give them a look up on.
Libby Taylor says, "Can you do a Cornetto trilogy quiz?" I would love to. I don't know if I get as many questions as I can from Harry Potter. Can you guess what Dia Duet means? It's Irish. I've probably said it wrong, Katie Gorman. So please do tell me. Shout out to Eva from Ireland, aged 11. Chertsey Keynes, I'm giving a shout out from you.
We're actually loving how many young people are watching us in this quiz, because we thought it would just be sort of the younger adults that would join us because they grew up with it. But it's great that so many youngsters are involved, and big shout out for you for actually getting better than your parents.
I just noticed you put the little wizard hat on my head.
Yes, that was the little thing that I did.
Thank you very much. Some tricky questions at the end, said David Eccles. Yeah, just a couple ones to separate you, that's all.
Otherwise, we'd have too many people with the same score at the end.
Ryan says, nice hat. Yes, I've only just noticed. Thank you very much.
Molly says, shout out to my amazing husband, Sean Smith, recovered from COVID and is the best cook. We've been quite humbled on our main quiz that so many people have had COVID and have used it as a recuperation tool. It's really helped them, they've said.
Yes, thank you very much if you did that as well.
We just had a £3 donation. You know who you are. Thank you very much.
As we said, even if you think it's worth a couple of quid, if you throw it our way, these things do really make a difference to us.
Or just a quid, just a quid. It makes a difference to us.
Yeah, as with all things in this quiz, we do make absolutely everything by hand. All the designs, the music is from stock sites that we buy. We do make it all. We don't buy anything pre-made for the quiz.
Yeah. I'm getting messages that people are struggling to get into the score sheet. Can I ask you to come out once you've put your score in? Please come out to allow other people to get in there.
Yeah. And again, your scores aren't really important. It doesn't really matter if you put them in there or not. It doesn't matter as long as you've had fun playing the quiz. The scores will remain up there for at least 2 weeks. If you do want to put your score in later on, or tonight, or tomorrow, you're welcome to do that. I will periodically go back and put the scores in order so you can see where you are on the score sheet. Thank you very much, Cliff. John and Sophia, father and daughter team, Amanda Dayton. Hola to the Lightning Bolts, Isabel Rocks. Shout out to my mum Sandra and my dad Alan, please. They are the best. And someone said it in the comments, they've got a Toby Jones on their team.
Excellent.
Unfair advantage, I think. Yeah.
Shout out to Zach and Grace from Emma. Kelsey's asking a quiz from Zootopia. I think that's way down the list, Kelsey. There's too much other things that people are asking for.
Enjoyed the quiz, Alex and Mark from Westwater Cottage. We'll be back as usual on Friday. See you then. Thank you, Kelly Marie Newlands.
Sarah and Cairns, Friends quiz, most definitely.
We'll be coming up. Oh, Sarah, give us the best pun there. If you could please donate a quid each.
Oh, that's...
Dear God. Okay, that is it for your recap. I think that's a good enough time to call it on that one. Okay, so let's get ourselves up with your final part of the quiz, and it is your answers to your OWL exam. Star Wars will be great, says Kate. That is in the works for sure, because I'm a big Star Wars fan. Okay, here we go. Shout out to Harry Potter, or just Harry and your team, Emily? Either way, shout out to Harry. Okay. Here we go with your answers. These are all worth 2 points each. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your donations that are coming in. Those £1 and £2 really do make a difference to us, so thank you so much.
Yeah, Kelsey, we wouldn't be doing a Wizard of Oz quiz because there's only one Wizard of Oz and it's not enough for us to get questions. So I hope that answers your question. Please stop asking.
Have we done this one?
Shout out to Esme Young, aged 8. Okay, so what is the ability to talk to snakes called? It is parcel mouth.
Yes.
Parcel tongue is the language of snakes, but the ability to talk to snakes is parcel mouth.
Are we giving 1 point for parcel tongue?
Yeah, if you put parcel tongue, give you 1 point.
But it is actually parcel mouth. We were debating how strict we were going to be on that question.
But I think the Potterheads in there would be angry if we didn't, to be honest.
Yes.
Harry's the best, says Emily. We've got an entire quiz about Harry, of course, with...
How many living beings... Can we have the answers up so I can see who they are? How many living beings were petrified by the basilisk? I'm getting me tongue-tied now. They are... Who are they, Alex?
They are 4 people. It's Mrs. Norris. Well, people. Mrs. Norris is the living being. Colin, Justin and Hermione were all done by the basilisk. It's 4. There was another person, but they were relevant only in the books. And Nearly Headless Nick is not a living being. So there are only 4.
Dead.
Yes. Can you resend the link to donate? It is there as the pinned comment, Sandra, but I will be happy to copy and paste it to you again. I'll put it in the comments for you there. There we go. Thank you very much. Yeah, so the 4 living beings, Mrs. Norris obviously being a non-human.
The present that Harry gets as a Christmas Day present is the invisibility cloak.
Helen, will you be doing another Harry Potter quiz? Absolutely. We're going to do all the films 2 at a time.
And then we might even repeat it. So the next Harry Potter film will be this time next month. The first Sunday of each month.
Mm-hmm.
Someone has put, thank you. This has given us a great fun evening celebrating a birthday. Thank you for your donation.
It's very kind. Moving on, number 4. What are the Hogwarts founders' first names?
You can have half a point for each name.
Yes, they are Godric, Rowena, Helga, and Salazar.
I wouldn't have got Helga.
No, Helga Hufflepuff is the hard one, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
But again, they're all alliterations of each other, so it kind of works that way, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? Half a point for each of those. Half a point for Godric, Rowena, Helga, and Salazar. Thank you. You made a little girl very happy, says Ellen.
Oh.
That's all we're here for, making sure all you guys are as happy as possible.
Yeah. Making people feel good, making feel connected when we're having to keep separate from each other. That's what this is all about. This is why we're doing it for you guys, and why we make it free entry, so that even if you're a bit skint and stuff like that, you can still join us. We don't want to make it exclusive. So why is Sunday the best day of the week, according to Vernon Dursley? It's because there's no post on Sunday.
Whenever I hear it, I always picture him just sitting back all smug going, no post on Sundays.
And then it all comes down the chimney pot.
Yeah. Moving on, number 6. What 3 roles do Harry, Hermione and Ron take on the chessboard? Once again, if you get all 3, it's 2 points. If you only got 2 of them, it's 1 point. If you only got 1 of them, no points. Okay? They are... Harry was the bishop, Hermione was the castle, and Ron was, of course, the knight.
And we did say that we weren't taking Mrs. Weasley's present into consideration.
Yeah.
We did say that on the feed.
Ella Pete says, thank you for the shout-out. You're welcome. That's your second one. There you go. No post for 2 points. Yes, no post I will accept, because there's no post on Sundays. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Toby Jones provided the voice of whom?
It was, of course, the wonderful Dobby.
There is a legend about the basilisk here in Utrecht. Oh.
Right.
Fun fact, the basilisk in literature in real life is actually a lizard, not a snake.
Yeah. There is so much of what J.K. took from myths and legends. She turns around and
there is actually a book all about the influences to J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, mandrakes were real in medieval times.
Mrs. Weasley would be sad if you didn't appreciate her knitting, says you. I'm sorry.
I don't think anyone appreciates Mrs. Weasley.
Especially not the Weasleys. Right, the name of the real-life castle where parts of the Harry Potter films are set. It is Alnwick Castle. Very, very, very well done if you got that one. That was probably the hardest one of the quizzes. It's not technically part of the film. It's more of the backstory. So very well done if you did get Alnwick Castle.
Franz put, Dobby mustn't do that. Helen put, Dobby's a free elf. Everyone loves Dobby.
Shout out to Molly, who is 7. She's watched all Harry Potter movies in lockdown and is now a Potter fanatic. She would love a shout out. This is for you, Molly, who's 7. Wonderful name, Molly.
Yeah, Molly, the next quiz is the next 2 films.
Been there, says Tracy Ann Kitching.
Ooh.
Well, isn't someone fancy? Anyway.
One of our regulars. They go everywhere, our regulars, don't
Yeah.
they? What year? You need it spot on for the 2 points. It is 2001.
Indeed. Kerry Hall says, is there any other way to donate other than the PayPal? Currently, no. If you do want to do something for us that's other than spending money, then please do share, like, subscribe, retweet, all the other stuff. It helps us as much as well.
As I say, on our social media, we've got our factoids coming out daily. Basically, liking and retweeting or sharing those helps us as well.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be a member of PayPal to actually use PayPal. You can go on as a guest.
As far as we know, yeah. Thank you very much. Got to play with my niece, even though I can't physically be with her. She's following my footsteps and is now Harry Potter mad. Do we get 1 point for putting castle?
No. We did say what castle.
Guy, Xander wants another shout out. He won't give me round 4. Well, there you go. Right, so 2001 was number 9. And finally, question number 10. Why is 5972 important in Harry Potter?
I'm interested in how many of you got this one right. So put 10 yes if you get this right into the chat. It is, of course, the number of the Hogwarts Express.
On the very front of the train. Give a shout out to Harry, age 10, massive Harry Potter fan. His brother Jack, who's fed up of hearing about Harry Potter, says Emma. And Frey has even been to platform 93 quarters. Well done. 10 yes. We've got yeses on Twitch as well. Roy, did you really, Roy? Well done.
Brian saying thank you very much. This was brilliant. Thank you, Brian, for your comment. Wonderful.
That's so nice of you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, a lot of you getting it.
Wow.
A lot of you got
You
that
thought
one.
it wouldn't. You
I thought it'd be a tricky one, but no.
Can I get a shout out for Lyra, who's 8 tomorrow, from Ash and Dolly Pants? Of course. Is Lyra named after the one from
His Dark Materials.
His Dark Materials? Let me know if it is. Yes, but only as we've just done the jigsaw.
Great, Sam.
Sarah got it as well. Well done. 10 yes. Memorised it years ago, hoping for it to be a quiz question, says Andrew. That's fantastic.
Well, Andrew, it's coming useful.
It's really paid off for you, hasn't it? So there we go. Yeah. So as we said before, guys, if you do want to put your score in the score grid later on, if you can't get in at the moment, you are welcome to try it later on. As we said before, the points mean absolutely nothing. We will be going through who the winners were, but again, it's completely optional. Yeah, it is completely optional. There was no prize for actually being the winner, but you do get bragging rights. That's essentially it. So there you go. So we're going to be...
I'm disappointed. So many got that quiz, the train question right. I thought I'd defeat you on that one.
Shout out to the Sawyers and Jessica, said Lindsay O'Sullivan. Yes, so we're going to be counting down. I think in 3 or 4 minutes we'll be doing the scores on the screen. Again, you don't have to put your scores in yet. You can put them later on if you want. I will be going back to the score sheet and resorting all your answers in order as well.
Yeah, the PayPal is on the screen if you want to help us out. Again, it is purely optional. And if you're struggling and you've got no income coming in like we haven't, we genuinely do not want your money. Look after your families first. Look after yourselves first. So that is important to us.
Thank you so much. But a lot of you are saying in the comments that you'd be welcome to come back next month. Don't forget, we are here Mondays and Fridays as well for a general knowledge quiz. The exact same format as this, only it's going to be 5 different subjects each time.
And at the end
4 subjects.
On Sunday, at the end of the month, we've got our next Doctor Who quiz, which is on Series 4.
Lots of you got it in the 10 one. I think we were sweating over the small stuff, really. Thank you very much, Alec, on YouTube.
I thought I'd got them on that one.
So yeah, there's lots of people on the score sheet. So as always, if you don't get your score in there now, you can always do it later on, and I'll resort the scores for you.
Yeah, we've got something like
180
teams in there. A shout out to Terry from Joe Davis. Dabs.
And Aaron Newman says, I subscribe to do more of these. Full marks on this quiz. Well done, Aaron. Fantastic. 77, I need to rewatch the film, says Marley Pierce. We watched the films again yesterday, and I think we haven't made the top 5.
Dobby is a Free Elf, I love it. Thank you, Peter, for your comment on YouTube, and also you, Kieran.
I'm gonna put that there.
Andrea is asking me to say, if you have it, you put your scores in the score sheet, please come completely out of it. We will put it up on the screen shortly, so you can actually see where you stand once we put it in order.
There we go.
And we're doing a quick straw poll, which we're going to put into the chat windows. And this is for the next quiz. Do you want it easier, harder, or the same? Because we like to be guided by what you want. So do you want it easier, harder, or the same next time?
Yeah, so I've pinned it in the YouTube comments. I've also put it on our Twitch, and it's pinned in the Facebook. So let us know if you want the quiz to be easier, harder, or the same next time, please. That really helps us out. Thank you so much. Yeah, so we're going to be another minute or so, and then we'll get these scores in order.
Just had a couple of more donations. Thank you so much, people. It really matters to us. It's so appreciated by us. And we just love making these quizzes for you.
Yeah. It's what we do. Before COVID hit, we are professional quiz masters by trade. We had to pivot our output to doing virtual quizzes. So.
Everyone's saying the same and great. And we've actually, if you can go to that pinned comment, it's not pinned actually, Alex, for some reason.
There we go. Pin.
We've pinned it now. Just go on there because we can actually see. The votes are coming in droves. It's great to see.
Thank you so much for voting as well. It does matter for us.
And we've just had another donation. Thank you so much.
Me and my best friend loved it. I had a great time. You're the people who keep everyone going. I want to say is thank you. Thank you so much, Mike Cooper. That's such a genuinely nice comment.
And it's nice to get your comments like that. We're quite ecstatic over the comments relating to the children. The fact that you guys have loved it so much, it makes it all so worthwhile. Because that's what we really wanted to hit this time.
Hi to Evie and Nell, aged 8 and 5, who've been allowed to stay up late to finish the quiz. Not long now, you've got to get your brush your teeth soon. Kerry says, had a great time, thank you. Carl wants it slightly harder. Most of the votes are harder and the same at the moment, but make sure to go to that straw poll and vote if you can.
What we've tried to do is make easier questions and then harder questions, but not the middle ones, if you see what I mean.
I'm going to reply to Nikki Lewis, just on this one. I'm going to make sure you can see it as well. It's paypal.me/quiz actually. Let's have a quick look. No, that's wrong. That's it. There we are as well. Shout out to Million Zach from Zoe Cheeseborough.
Yeah, if you go to PayPal, it will have my name marked stack against it, but you will see the Quiz Actually logo.
Thanks. I've been to some of your quizzes in Brighton. Didn't realise you were Mark Stack. Giorgio Finella on YouTube says.
Oh, right.
We do get around the Brighton and Hove area. Great quiz. Shout out to Ava and Freya, the Ravenclaw Rascals from David Eccles.
Yeah, and please be aware for the next quiz, I spent 2 hours before the quiz literally blocking and banning people because we had so many spammers that wanted you to get tickets from them. Yeah. It's a free entry quiz, but please do let your friends know. And for all the children out there, please let your schoolmates know about the quiz. They might want to join with their parents next time.
So we've been asked, when is the Marvel quiz? The Marvel quiz will be on the 21st of March, Sunday the 21st of March. We'll be putting up all of our schedule tomorrow, but again, the Marvel one will be March. It'll be Sunday the 21st of March, and it's the first phase of the Marvel films.
Comment from Samantha Jones. Best quiz night we've been on. Thanks so much. Toby 7 and Milo 6 in Warrington. Oh, that's so nice to hear. Thank you, guys.
Lovely to hear.
Yeah.
Okay. That's weird. I could have posted the quiz as a slightly different thing for more people. Anyway, let's get the scores in order. As we've said before, you might have not put your score in and got full marks, but you can always put it in later on. Let me have a quick look.
Lulu said another awesome quiz, guys. Super excited for the Buffy quiz already. Any idea when that would be? That would be June at the very earliest, because we've got others that we're trying to bring one new one in a month. So on that side of thing, Emma Dabbs, thank you, great quiz, enough to put some money in your account. Thank you so much, Emma.
Thank you very much.
That is, we're really humbled by all this. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah,
it does make such a difference to us.
Right, I'm going to read out a few of the scores because there are so many to read through, so I can't go through all of them, unfortunately.
Well, if you start at the bottom, Alex, and then make it a bit bigger, and then just scroll up if that's possible. Just realise I definitely need a haircut.
There we go.
Maybe the where they're from smaller, and then you can scroll in.
Tell you what we'll do. Do it like that, and then we'll make those slightly larger. No, that's too small. 218. Yeah, we'll do it like that. I think that works, doesn't it?
Yeah. So start at the bottom and let's have it slowly wind it up so people can see.
Oh, we're a little bit in the way. There we go.
Well, shall we take us off while we're talking through it?
No.
Okay.
I want to see who's in there. Right. Okay. So let's start these. So there are lots of teams there that haven't put their scores in yet. You're welcome to put that in later on. I love the colours, by the way. So here we are.
I just got a great comment here. I'm just waiting for it to come up. If I can read it out, Alex. You know who you are with your donation. Great quiz. We played virtually together from Newbury in Berkshire, Andover in Hampshire, and the kids are aged 9, 10 and 13. Thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you very much.
It's just great.
We've also got, thank you so much for hosting this. I can't donate, but I'll share it with all my friends. That's from Glitchy Pebble.
That's brilliant.
That really helps. If you want to follow us on social media, we're on Twitch. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube, Facebook. If you want to go on there, you'll find out more about our quizzes and a little bit more about us as well. Can you pin the score sheet again, says Joe? Yes. I can put it in. Oh, I put Tony URL. I'm going to delete my own comment there. There we go.
I think a certain person is stalking us, telling us how many people were hitting the quiz at any one time.
There we go.
You know who you are. Thank you.
Kelsey says, I can't donate, but maybe next time I will. No pressure at all, Kelsey. If you can't donate, please do not put yourself out of pocket.
Yeah. Looking after yourself is your number one priority. Looking after your family is your number one priority. Yeah. For those of you who have got a little bit of spare income, that can help us. That's why we ask for it. But not other than, we don't want you putting yourself short. It's not about that.
Yeah. So we're going up through the scores. A few people there have got points that you shouldn't be able to have gotten in that round, so that's fine.
Like I say, you could be Googling for all we know.
It is out of 92, so Jill, yes. We'll keep going up. We've got lots of scores to get through yet. Colonel and the Turdlings. I don't know where you got Turdlings from, guys. This was weird. Snakes on a Plane might be my favourite one so far. The Slug Club. Getting up towards the top now.
I like as a team name, I like the Fluffy Flying Hippogriffs.
What the hell is a Hufflepuff? 10 pints to Gryffindor. Very good. So there we go. Our winners tonight, let's have a look. We'll start at the third place. No, we'll start at fourth place. So we've got 88 points for the Ravenclaw representatives, Harry and the Potters, Team Stuckers and the Fluffy Flying Hippogriffs. With 89, it is the Golden Unicorn Trio. With 90 points is Dumbledam and Dumbledore's Dingbats. That would have been better. Why did we call it that? Number 9, for 92 points, we've got the team that must not be named. What the hell is a Hufflepuff? 10 points to Gryffindor. You're the original Quizzed Harry. And Dobby's Left Sock from Merseyside also have 92 points.
It's nice to see that the quizzes were doing really well with that. If it's all right with you, Dumbledore's Dingbats, we will nick that name for when we do Dingbats the next time.
Yes, I think that's a lot better than what we had, to be fair. Yeah. 92 is the max. Yes, thank you very much, Vanessa. Gangsters of Gryffindor scored 65. Wonderful stuff. As I said, guys, if you can't donate, that's absolutely fine. Sharing, liking, subscribing, retweeting, doing all that stuff is really important for us as well. Right, I think it's about time for us to leave because we said we're going to end it at 7:30 and we're 9 minutes over schedule, and we're never late. We're never late when we do our regular quizzes. Okay, guys, there it is. Thank you.
So we'll be back in a month's time.
Some people's scores aren't adding up properly, says Sarah. I'll double check for you. There we go. D2 to I2.
No, you've gone too far. No, don't include the total.
Okay. Talk to them.
Okay, so we are back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, well, 7:45 for our regular quiz. And then we're back on Friday.
There we go. Everyone's scores should add up together now.
Our next Doctor Who, which is Series 4, is on the end of the month, the Sunday at the end of the month. We'll be slotting more quizzes in as we go. If you go to all my links /quiz actually, you'll see all our upcoming quizzes and links to our Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and everything like that. From the bottom of our hearts, we really thank you for your donations. Please do give the quizzes a like and a share. That does help us enormously reach new people.
Yeah.
We're just so happy. You've really made us so happy, particularly for the children who've shouted out that they've loved it. It's been a real boost for us mentally. It's really, really good.
Thank you very much.
And I'll leave you to say the final few words, Alex.
Yes. So, as I've said before, we're on Mondays and Fridays for our regular quiz. Sundays are our specialty quizzes. Stay tuned for updates about all of our upcoming special quizzes. Thank you so much for playing. Have a lovely week. Be kind, be safe, wear a mask, and keep reading and watching Harry Potter. Bye.